Okay, people, so the spoilers are in for the upcoming chapter of Boruto chapter 63, and y'all know when it last left off, we had a standoff with Code and Boruto and Kawaki. So right now, I'm imagining that's where we're going to take off from. I have not read them yet, so it's kind of going to be a live reaction going along with you guys as we learn what's about to go down in this chapter, but it looks like we're about to be at the prime time. I'm hoping that this is going to be some big stuff going down, because I believe this is going to be pretty much giving us almost exactly what's about to happen in the chapter. So hopefully this tells us some big stuff that'll lead us into some big plot twists and big events, but only time will tell. As a matter of fact, instead of time telling, let's jump into the times. Let's read what's about to go down.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, so to start off, shout outs to Organic Dinosaur, always with the spoilers, with the info when it comes to Boruto. Shout outs to them. It says Boruto chapter 63, there's no use in arguing. And this is a small, basically bullet point version of the chapter, because Organic Dinosaur over on Twitter also always gives a really detailed breakdown of what happens in the chapter. But this is just basically like a shorter synopsis, even though it looks like there's plenty info in here to gather of what's about to go down. So starting off, the cover color page is a Boruto unleashing a Rasengan with normal karma activated, and what I'm imagining they mean by normal karma is it's not the Otsutsuki horn popping out with Momoshiki. It's just probably the markings on the face, which nothing extravagant. Honestly, I don't expect too much from the cover pages of Boruto's manga chapters. The biggest ones that was oh my god, it was crazy, was when we got Naruto's Baryon mode on the cover. That was kind of cool, but I never really expect too much from the cover color pages, because it's always just of one character kind of looking oh, I've got a little bit of drip, mate. So it starts off with Code reestablishes contact with Ada via their ear sleeve portal thingy again. Okay, so continuing to speak with Ada. Ada is kind of peeved that Code went rogue and wasn't listening to her. You better listen to Ada, okay? You better listen to Ada. She's not gonna play with you, especially when it comes to her boyfriend to be, so to speak, Kawaki. Code, you don't want to get it. That's a powerful woman. She knows a lot. Code, tread lightly. Sleepy Damon all through this chapter says and does nothing, actually. So basically Damon is just there as a prop on Ada's lap, which I'm guessing that he's being built up for something down the road, whether it be, who knows, if you think about it now, if he's a little kid at this point, probably after the time skip is when Damon is actually going to be a big deal. Now that I think about it, Damon is probably not even being set up to be something big in this arc. I mean, it could be, who knows, it could be that eventually they go in an all-out war and Kawaki smashes Damon's head in or something like that, or it could be that he leads into whatever is going to come down the road and again be the next big threat, or maybe he'll be some sort of artificial vessel of Otsutsuki. I don't know, but considering the fact that he's not doing nothing yet again, kind of says something that he's for down the road. Code and Ada try to guess how Boruto found Kawaki without trailing his chakra. I'm guessing it's an Otsutsuki thing, the Otsutsuki tings, you know what I mean? What else would it be? You know what I'm saying? That was a terrible impression. I know. Otsutsuki tings, that's the best I got, okay? Ada is jealous that Boruto and Kawaki have a special bond with each other. Okay, relax. They're just bros, okay? They clearly say that they're brothers. You don't need to get all jealous there. At the end of the day, you haven't even met the lad. You know what I'm saying? What are you getting jealous? Yo, I'm so jealous. I haven't even met this dude yet. She's on some 13, 14 cameras type of shit, watching and stalking. But why don't you go in and introduce yourself in person first? How about that? Before you start getting jealous of, he knows people in his life before he knows me. Even though he's not even gonna rock with you, because Kawaki is like Sasuke when he was younger. He don't care about none of that. You're annoying to him, I'm sure. Kawaki just wants Code to take him away already. Well, geez, have a little bit of fighting spirit. Just take me away. Yo, he's not Calgon. Anybody that's a little bit older know what I'm talking about. Calgon, take me away. He's not Calgon. He's not taking you nowhere. If he's taking you, he's also taking the Boruto brat there. He's taking Naruto, all of you guys. It's not just going to be you. So again, I'm really hopeful that strategy Kawaki is running with is not actually his strategy, and he just has something totally different in mind, and he's just using that as a cover up, because no, Boruto obviously doesn't want Kawaki to go with Code. Well, that's kind of obvious. Boruto wants to hold back Code at least long enough for Naruto and the adults to arrive. That's sensible. That's smart. Hey, the people with the most brain power and the most might, well, you could argue now, I guess, like, I don't know, but the strongest people and the adults should come and mediate this situation. Absolutely. Kudos to Boruto for thinking rationally and logically and not just like, you better stop. Like, Kawaki reiterates that he wants to give up his own life to protect the Hokage. Again, that's admirable, but it's not gonna do nothing. Code just stomped you out and said, you idiot. Like, I'm not listening to your demands or requests or anything. This isn't a democracy right here, fam. I'm doing what I want to do and that's it. Like, it's vengeance time. I'm Batman, bruh. Kawaki figures out that there's someone that Code must be taking orders from. Kawaki would rather negotiate with that person since Code is not being receptive. Again, see, that's the smarter side of Kawaki, of him, you know, actually deducing things. Like, Kawaki has shown to be a pretty intelligent guy, and the fact that he's going, like, I guess maybe that's the duality, right? Because even the most intelligent person can, you know, when they're overcome with emotion, kind of do things illogically and irrationally. So maybe, again, that's Kawaki thinking outside of the box because that's the type of guy he is, but overall his emotions and his driving urge to protect Naruto is what's making him cloud his own judgment. Ada's heart literally goes doki doki because Kawaki willingly wants to meet her. You moron. It's not that he wants to meet you on some I love you. He don't even know if you're a man, woman, a beast, a creature, a two-legged freaking pony robot. He don't know who you are. He just wants to meet, hey, who's the person in charge? Like, Ada, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Ada starts blushing profusely and starts sweating. Boruto sucker punches Kawaki in the face for overcomplicating the situation. Man, Boruto, what are you doing right now? You go sucker punching Code. See what happens over there. Now you wildin'. Pa. Boruto declares that he will be the one to protect Kawaki. Oh god, that sounds so Naruto and Sasuke like right there. Ada is very moved by Boruto's impassioned speech to Kawaki. A wavering heart. Well, maybe, like, yo, at the end of the day, one of the ways to get into a man's heart is get good with the bros and respect his relationship with the bros. You respect the relationship with the bros and you're no longer a hoe. You become whole. Oh, wordplay, baby. Let's go. Code admits to Boruto that he's conflicted about sacrificing Boruto to the Jubi. Why? Code says that he reveres Boruto as an Otsutsuki, which makes his mission cruel. Oh, okay, because, like, you know, since Boruto is already 80% Otsutsuki and he actually has Momoshiki in him, and the fact that Code worships the Otsutsuki, it's kind of bothering him. Like, ooh, I really worship these creatures as gods, as, you know, divine beings, and I'm gonna do this to one of them, one of my own, so to speak. So I get that. That kind of makes sense. And again, that adds more layers to Code's character other than, oh, my alien daddy that I barely spoke to is gone. You did it, man. Code wants to play with Boruto for a bit to see the quality of the sacrifice. Basically, he's having his own wavering heart as well, which it's good because you got to remember, again, you always got to think time skip is at some point down the road, and if any of these characters are going to make it there, in particular Code, Ada, Damon, and things like that, they need room to grow. And right now it's showing that Code's convictions isn't all the way solid, no matter how much you seem previous of like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna get my vengeance, considering he has like this conflict now that we're just learning about, that, oh shit, he's also an Otsutsuki. I don't want to do that to the Otsutsuki. That adds more to his character. I like that. Kawaki knows that Boruto is no match for Code and wants him to run away. Oh god, please, no more with the running away. Naruto, Nishi, and Ino still can't locate Kawaki. They finally realize that Boruto is gone. Y'all just now realizing, oh my god, what are y'all doing? How are y'all just realizing that Boruto's gone right now? Like, ooh, that's bad. I ain't gonna lie. That's bad. Maybe the anime will add some extra tidbits to make it that, like, the way Boruto did it was just genius. But come on, are you kidding me right now? Considering especially, like, there's a big threat in the leaf and you're just now? Okay. Boruto activates regular karma to prepare battle against white karma activated Code. That sounds hype. There we go, baby. Some fights going. So now we got a little bit of setup and characterization and build up and things like that. Let's go. We got the regular karma versus the white karma, which if I was Boruto, I'd be a little bit scared. I guess, granted, right now he's willing to do anything and everything, similar to like Naruto trying to protect Sasuke, how he would let, you know, some of the Kyuubi's chakra get into him and shit like this. So that's him right now risking it and utilizing the karma in a way for battle. But you gotta remember that Boruto is also scared. I guess he's scared, but not really at the same time, because remember, he's been taking those drugs that Amado Boruto has given him to kind of suppress it. So maybe that's why he's a little bit more daring to use the karma. Again, gotta remember, he's scared of Momoshiki coming up, but probably because of the drugs, he's like, I could use it without it really taking over completely. And plus, the only times that the karma has completely taken over is when Boruto is out cold. Boruto tries Rasengan and some taijutsu against Code, but it's easily blocked. Again, Code has been said to be on another level, especially once he takes off those limiters. Who knows what he's gonna be like, but yeah, okay, that's kind of dope. It gives, again, that Code is just on another level. If he was kicking Kawaki's ass, he's also able to kick Boruto's ass. Boruto pre-prepared Kage Bunshin transforms into a shuriken to surprise Code. Boruto attempts a Raiten Jinraisen, but Code disappears to safety with his claw marks. So we're getting a little bit of combat. I like that. I like that. It makes me more hyped for when we get the full-on chapter. Code repeatedly kicks Boruto around while lecturing about how to properly use karma. Wow. He's coaching his, enemy, his prey, so to speak, on, you're doing it wrong, god damn it, as he's whipping that at. Oh god, this is good and bad. Boruto gets sent flying back even further with every subsequent strike. Code explains the pith of karma, the combat experience of the Otsutsuki. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit more into that. That's kind of dope. Boruto then unleashes his karma. He gets surrounded by a fiery chakra aura. Ooh, is Boroshiki coming up? What's going on here? Boruto now has square-angled facial marks and the finger ring karma patterns. This sounds hype. Let's go, baby. What is this transformation? Boruto does look like his previous Boroshiki appearance, except Boruto doesn't transform with a horn, and his other eye still seems to be normal / open. So this is kind of like in between, like he doesn't have all of the, the horn and everything yet, where basically Momoshiki would be taken over, but he has more power than previously shown with the normal karma. This is hype, baby. Let's freaking go. I'm excited. Boruto's right eyeball doesn't seem to have a placeholder pupil marks. Maybe it's an error or misprint or the drugs. I'm guessing this all has to do with the drugs, straight up everything that Amado's been giving him. And then Code seemingly mildly satisfied to finally see the power of Momoshiki for himself. It's so crazy. He's like facing off against these kids that he wants to get vengeance on, but at the same time he loves the Otsutsuki so much that it's difficult for him. This sounds hype, especially going into what's, Boruto's new transformation. I can't wait to see this chapter. Oh my god. Probably one of the most hyped chapters in a while, because you're not adding only characterization, and story build up and things like that, with the last, 5-6 chapters have been doing, but you're also adding in a little bit of combat and epicness of a new transformation for Boruto that is not quite Momoshiki taking over. But I gotta say that I'm imagining that within the next chapter too, it has to be at this point that Code is the one that gives the scar. I mean, for crying out loud, we just keep on seeing the claw marks and oh god, I can't wait to read this chapter. I ain't gonna lie, this sounds hype. The art is going to be the absolute definitive fact on whether or not this new Boroshiki mode looks cool or not. I'm curious what you guys think. What are you expecting for when this chapter drops in terms of what the character design is going to look like? Does this sound hype? Again, the only missteps I feel like is with Kawaki's character of like, just stop. I get it, you want to protect Naruto, but there's other ways to do it other than sounding like a buffoon. Like, he's not going to take pity on you and say, I vendito, okay, you feel bad, I'll just take you. No, just stop. And yo, bro, thoughts and expectations for the Boruto manga when we get 63 in another couple days. Again, I'm excited. This sounds dope. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and I ain't gonna lie, these spoilers, they kind of sounding mighty hefty right now. It finally sounds like things are really kicking off in a major way. Also, it just dawned on me again, how did y'all not realize, Naruto and them, that Boruto was gone all this time? Like, the anime just showed that Naruto's like the greatest parent, or like, he's really dealing with his son and it's really hitting him, and he doesn't even realize that his son is gone right now. These are the things where I kind of question, like, the manga needs to improve in certain areas. That kind of sounds silly, especially it's Naruto, damn it. Like, how it took this long, I don't know. But yeah, have an awesome one, people.
So just go to